Yo, Kpaceguy here. What's going on YouTube? Today we're gonna hop in the car, head to a park where it's quiet, and test out the subwoofer in the car. We got a home theater subwoofer in the car, and we're gonna see how it performs compared to a standard car subwoofer. Let's do it.
Perfect.
Alright YouTube, so right here what we have in the car currently is the kicker solo Barracks L7, the 12-inch kickers. There's a lot of mixed hate and love for this subwoofer. Some people adore it, some people can't stand it. I personally like it for my needs. It has enough bass that it satisfies me, but what we're going to do here is have a showdown. We're gonna put this sub up against a home theater sub. I have a SVS PB1000 in the car right now, and we're gonna put that to the test against a car subwoofer. And we're gonna see which one plays louder, which one plays deeper, and which one sounds better. So first up, we're gonna have the solo Barracks. They're currently hooked up now. I'll show you guys how I hooked up my home theater subwoofer into the car, and then we'll go and play some music, and we'll see which one's better. Alright, so the song we're gonna use, I'm on YouTube here. This is Presidential by Birdman. It's a slowed version, so it's not gonna be the original, but it's gonna have a lot more bass in it. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get an excursion test. We're gonna get all sorts of cool things happening, see if we can get the mirror shaking. So we're gonna play that song first and see what sounds better. Let's do it.
Yeah, starting well. I'm telling you. D-Rock, yeah. Money till I seen 3 come yeah. Money busting out my jeans. I've been running around with standing. We just turned a 2 to a 4 to a 10. Money, my friend. Sixth up again. Told you we'll win. All my niggas in. Losses for the win. Living life so lavish, so presidential, baby, Miss Gladys. All about making my cabbage. Living life so savage. Pussy niggas don't play. Taliban's with 100 grand from the streets and the songs, getting money on the game. We sleeping on 100 mil. We sleeping on a cash meal.
Let's close the trunk. Pretty good rattle right there. Pretty good flex. All right, so that was the solo Barracks. What we're gonna do now is hook up the home theater sub. Again, it's from SVS, their PB1000. It's their entry level. It's one single 10-inch driver, only 300 watts RMS, 720 watts peak. This subwoofer here is 3,000 watts. So let's see how it compares, how it sounds, things like that. All right, so we got the PB1000 hooked up now. I'll go ahead and show you how I did it here. You have the option to get different outlet converters. So right there, just right there over my finger is an outlet converter. You just plug it into your car outlet and then it converts your outlet into a standard home plug. And so you just plug your subwoofer in that way to get power to it. Now you're going to need an aftermarket stereo to be able to use your subwoofer output, because you have to have some way to output the sound from your subwoofer to the subwoofer. So if you have a standard car stereo, you can't do this, but if you have an aftermarket stereo that has subwoofer outputs, you can do this. Pretty easy, pretty cheap, not a problem at all. This is about 20 bucks to get. And then RCA cables, just have some at home, or if you can pick up some for like 6 to 7 bucks at Walmart, you can do that as well. But what we're gonna do now is play the same song on the PB1000 and see how it handles.
Yeah.
So this song is played at the same volume on the stereo, but the sub has been turned to its maximum output without distortion. Let's see what's going on inside.
All about making my kid. And we living life so sad. Pussy niggas don't play. Known round here, ball nigga. Chopper gon' spray. For the money, kill them all, nigga. Safe house, no case.
Let's see if we get any trunk rattle at all. We'll close all the doors.
Money bags like money man. Taliban's with 100 grand.
Let's see if we get anything. There is a slight bit of movement. Not sure if the camera can pick it up, but there is a slight bit of trunk rattle. You can kind of see it moving. Let's see how it sounded inside.
This cash money, my friend. I been sensed up again. I told you we'll win. Yeah. All my niggas in. We took losses for the win. I know all these bitches around me for the come on. Orange Lamborghini standing in the summer.
Let's catch that excursion one more time. Alright guys, so that was the PB1000 versus the Kicker L7 Solo Barracks. Now it's a clear winner. It's going to be the Solo Barracks. In regards to total output, these things can handle far more bass than the speaker can here, but it's a given. You have two 12s, 3,000 watts. You got one 10-inch, 300 watts. So it's a total cakewalk for the Barracks in this regard. But as far as sound quality and clean bass, SVS takes the cake. Obviously, when you have a smaller driver, you're gonna have cleaner, tighter bass, and you definitely get that here. But you sacrifice a lot of output when you put this certain speaker in the car. Excuse me, it did sound pretty good. It sounded really, really good. SVS is known for some really good subs, and this is one of them. And this is a $499 sub, I believe. This one cost me almost $700, which if I looked around, I probably could have found it for a little bit cheaper. But this one right here cost me $700. But it's paired with a 1500 watt amp at the moment. Need to get a new one. This one's powered with a 720 watt peak amp. So the power difference, the handling is totally different. I could turn this one up much more than what I did, but I can't turn this up. I turned it up to as max as I could, and it almost couldn't handle it. I would have to say, having a home theater subwoofer in your car is better than having a car subwoofer in your car if you can put a pretty powerful home theater sub in here. Like maybe like a PB4000 or a PB16 Ultra, they can fit in a SUV's trunk. If you can power that up with a regular car amp, you're gonna have some power, you're gonna have some music. I have two PB4000s in my home that will blow out this subwoofer as far as sound quality goes and low frequencies. This one doesn't get as low as my home theater speakers whatsoever, and those are two 13.5-inch drivers. So imagine having one PB4000 or a PB16 Ultra in your car. That's ridiculous. Again, how I wired it up, you just take your subwoofer output from your stereo amplifier up front, route it back to your subwoofer, and then just plug it in with an outlet converter. When you're using a lot of power, you may want to get the ones that clamp onto your battery, because you're going to need a lot of power. The more power you use, the more power you're going to need to come in. So you may have, this is just 300 watts. This is 300 watts, this is 300 watts. But if you're going to put a really big home theater subwoofer in your car, you're definitely going to want to upgrade your power supply. Get the ones that have the red and black clamps, kind of like car jumper cables. They look like that. And then you can route one of these converters from your battery to the back of your car, and you can put a home theater subwoofer in your car for absolutely cheap. And they sound better than car subwoofers by far, minus a few of them. So this certain speaker, it did really, really good. I didn't expect much of it, but I just wanted to show you guys that you can put a home theater sub in your car and get pretty good bass. This thing does really, really good. I was rewiring my car, and I decided to go ahead and test this out and see how it sounded. And it sounded really, really good. I like it. I just wish it was louder. That's the only thing that I wish. So I got to give it to the Barracks down here. Those are my go-tos for now. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you thought it was really, really cool, definitely hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what subwoofers you're using in your car right now. Let me know what you're powering it with. And let me know if you ever put a home theater speaker in your car. It's been fun, guys. It's kind of cold out here, so I'm ready to go home. So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Kpaceguy out.